Hi, Iron Soul members. I'm Cassie Neiman. I am one of the coaches here, and I am also a rower. I have been rowing for over 25 years, and I would love to share some rowing tips with you. So first, I appreciate you looking this up. Second, here's what you can do with your phone, because you're probably watching it on it. Take your phone. I brought in this handy dandy phone holder, and you can just pop it right up in top. So now you can have that there, and you can row with me, and hopefully we'll get you moving well and feeling strong on the rowing machine, just as you feel when you go under the barbell, okay? So give me a few minutes, and we're gonna tackle this together. Okay, one of the first things I want to talk about is the damper setting. That's this little lever on the side. Now, I'm not going to go into great detail about it, but basically when you put it up at a 10, it's pulling in a bunch of air. It's going to feel heavier and harder to kind of get that flywheel moving. When you put it down at a 1, it closes off all these little slots and it feels lighter. That doesn't mean that the 1 or the 10 is right or wrong or hard or easy. It's just like a gear on a bicycle. You use it at different times. And for most people, at all times, forever and ever, just put that thing right in the middle. You're not gonna benefit a ton by throwing it up at a 10. If that's the only place that it feels kind of effective to you, then something else is going on here, and that's what we're gonna try and fix right now. So once we got the damper set in the middle, somewhere in that 5 range, we're gonna put our feet into what these are called the foot stretchers and the straps. You're gonna set this thing up, you can move it up and down, so that strap is over the widest part of your foot, okay? Maybe the bottom of your shoelaces. That's gonna be the most effective place for you, and it's gonna be different for everybody because we all have different size feet. So get that strap over the widest part of your foot and then pull those straps tight. Once we got our feet in the right spot, all I want you to do is straighten out your legs. Once you're here, it's just about getting our posture into kind of the most effective position. So all you're gonna do is literally pick your butt cheeks up and basically turn that pelvis into a more neutral position. So we're not sitting all high up on our butt and rounded here. We know that isn't really the best position to be in anyways. So go ahead and sit up real tall, getting your sit bones right into the middle of the seat. So you can literally pick your butt cheeks up and kind of walk them back so that you're sitting up nice and tall, and we can hinge from the hips. Now, the big thing I want you to remember when you're rowing is that there's 2 parts. There's a drive where you're doing work, and then there's a recovery where you're not doing work. That's a really big distinction in rowing that's different from any other kind of endurance activity, in that you do work and then you rest, and you work and you rest. And the more you can take advantage of that recovery, the more work you can do on the drive. So if you feel like you're doing 1-to-1, you're doing too much work. So we're gonna break down the stroke starting at the finish position. So go ahead and grab the handle so that your pinkies are almost falling off and your thumbs are wrapped around. Straighten your legs and lay back about 10 degrees. You can think of it like a clock. This is 12 o'clock, this is 11 o'clock. That's where we wanna be. The handle is right at the bottom of your rib cage. All we're gonna do is release the arms. So we're just releasing the arms, keeping everything else in place. What you're gonna find is that rowing is an order of operations and is most effective when that order is followed. So it starts with arms away, so the arms come away. Once the arms are away, we're gonna hinge at the hips. So we're gonna hinge forward, hinge back, pull in the arms. So we'll just do arms and body, body, arms, arms, body, body, arms. And you can be doing this with me. And then the only thing we have to add in here, once we pause here at arms and body over, you can see we've created a bunch of space now for our knees to bend up to the front. And you can see nothing else changes from the hips up. We're already in the right position. We get to our catch position, drive the legs back down, open the body, pull in the arms. So the arms come away, then body, then legs. Legs, body, arms, arms, body, legs. Legs, body, arms, arms, body, legs. So try and put it all together, rowing with me here, focusing on getting that body swing over before the knees bend. That's the most common thing I see, is a bending of the knees too soon. So let them stay down, then they go once the hands pass the knees. If you can get this arms, body, legs, legs, body, arms part down before you do anything else, I promise you, you will have a better experience on this machine. So, when it comes to rowing, there's this order of operations, this idea that you're doing work as you drive the legs down and you're recovering and resting on the way back up. We're not trying to do too much work by throwing this up to a 10. It's just not effective up there to be pushing that much air. I guarantee that over time, you will feel better and be way more efficient if you put that damper down lower. If you have any questions about this, I'm probably watching you do this right now in the gym. So come find me. I'm happy to help. I want people to like using this machine, and I want you to do it in the most efficient way for you. So have a good workout.